Good morning. Well, I am going to use the phone mic only because I had a couple issues with getting this live stream to do what I wanted to do on my phone. I just wanted to say good morning. A lot of folks have a extreme hard time of staying sober and getting motivated when they first get sober. Now, I know a lot of you don't like to hear the term sober, and you might think that just because you subscribe to the channel, you're an alcoholic. Well, that's not the case, folks. Check it out. For me, in order to stay sober, I have to keep things in perspective, and I have to be able to maintain the challenging thoughts in my head and be able to cultivate them in order to make sense and in order to be able to be more founded in the thoughts that I have about the drink, because the drink for me took everything in my life, and the notion that that could happen again is more than enough to get me to in the right frame to not want to drink. I don't know if that's helpful for anybody, but I was reading a champion story this morning of a gentleman that is starting to, finish a house and everything else, and closing on the deal that is going on, as well as his life is starting to turn around a little bit without the drink. I don't know if that's enough, but for some folks it is. For me, when I drank on my son's birthday, that was the pivotal point in my drinking career to where I said, you know what? That's enough. I'm done with this shit. And it's time to do something different with my life. This live stream is not going to be very long. And as you can tell, I've already had some issues with it this morning. However, staying motivated when you first decide to stop drinking is difficult and different for everybody. And you may not agree with that, but if you think about it in terms of evaluations and counselings and things like that, they are all different for each individual. So tailoring sobriety can't be a one size fits all. Each person has their circumstances that are either going to lean them more towards a relapse or lean them more towards success. The difference is, if you are leaning more towards a relapse, there are support channels that are available. And in most of the descriptions that I have in my videos, those support links are there, as well as your support is all around you, folks. And I think that is advantageous for somebody new in sobriety, or 2 hours into to being sober, to find a sober friend, or to call someone who is sober in your life and tell them how you feel right now, because that could be the point of you going back to the bottle and or drug and you staying sober. I don't know what it is for you, and if you want to leave some comments, please feel free. Now, my video last night didn't do so well, and I think it's because I had a premiere set up and I wasn't on it. I had to go to sleep, folks, because I got to work. As a matter of fact, I got about 10 more minutes that I can dedicate to this, and then I got to shut it off and go to work. What I was saying before about the 2/3 and 1/3 rule is, we spend 1/3 of our life practically sleeping, and we spend the other 2/3 either working or doing the family thing or whatever your thing is. What are you doing within those 24 hours in order to make your life better? And that also leans into staying motivated to be sober. If you find things that are able to bring you joy and bring you peace and bring you satisfaction in life without having to be drunk or without having to be high, that could be the difference between you having a relapse or, falling back to the bottle or not. Let me know what you think about what we put out here. Now, I could tell you stories all day long, and I think some of you would benefit from those stories. Those kinds of comments are what we need here on One Server to Another in order to make this better for you. I apologize for the audio, and I apologize for the shadow in it, the live stream, but it's early and I just tried to do the damn thing and kind of faltered a little bit, which is okay. I'll get back on the horse and try again. Being motivated is huge. Being motivated positive ways, like I work out, and that gets me ready for my day, and that gets me ready for actually if I have a bad day and I work out, I feel better. And if I have a good day, I work out, I feel better. It's a win-win situation. I don't know what makes you feel better without alcohol or drugs, aside from working on yourself. And those motivators, once more, is the difference between, I don't know, you going back to what you used to have and you moving forward to what you can, what your potential is. If that makes sense for anybody, give a like to this live stream, and hopefully you're not thrown off by all my technical difficulties, because I will get gooder, and then eventually I will get equipment that makes sense for what I do. But for now, this is what it is. Life is a garden, folks. I just had that on my mind and I thought it was better than a premiere video. And I hope you guys have a good day. What will be, I'm proud of your son and I'm proud of you. And I hope that you guys are able to move forward. And I hope he stays motivated to not go back to the drink. Life is a garden. Dig it, folks. And guess what? Shit. Oh, sorry. I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye bye.